Hello viewers, wonderful good evening from Some TV to you all, and I believe you all have a wonderful day today, as it is Tuesday, not Monday any longer. Thank God for Tuesday and thank God for life. Thank God for bringing us thus so far. And if you're watching us on Some TV, this was trending on Some TV, the Pulse of the Nation, your favorite TV station, which will bring you entertainment, news and sports latest as it is hot. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this segment or another episode of what's trending on Some TV, the Pulse of the Nation. I'm your anchor for today's edition of what's trending, Teresa Ayubaduse, aka Tessa Stone. And with me here today and with my co-presenter in person of Fetimama, aka Capacity Lady in the building. She's here with me today. Thanks so much for having you, my co-presenter in the building. Thank you for coming, and I hope you guys will keep seeing us together because we're in this together. This is a game we play together always. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we have the latest trends happening on social media, just as we used to bring you. And, you know, we are not going to just talk and discuss just the both of us. There will be a number displayed on our screen. You can call in to air out your own opinion or your own take on the trends we have today. And if you feel there's latest trend that happened in your area or in your around your community, you can call to tell us, this is what is happening in your area and in your own community at large. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive to what is trending for the day. My first trend goes this way. Stop calling my daughter Duduke. Simi wants Nigeria. That is the musician Simi. She just wants Nigerian to stop calling her daughter Duduke in an interview she had with some press. So the story says, Nigerian singer-songwriter Simi has issued a heartfelt plea to fans, asking them to stop referring her daughter Adejere as Duduke. That is the baby's name, Adejere. The music star who famously released the hit single Duduke while pregnant with her child expressed discomfort with how the nickname has stuck with many Nigerians despite it not being her daughter's name. Speaking candidly, Simi explained that Duduke holds no actual meaning. It was simply the rhyme of the beat that inspired the title. In her words, people call my daughter Duduke, which I don't like it. It doesn't mean anything, as if it means something good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know they say words are more sweeter in the horse's mouth. So let's get to watch this video of her explaining, saying she don't like it when they call her daughter Duduke.
Right, because people, yeah, I can imagine.
I don't like, that's not her name. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't even mean something good. Now it's a blessing. Duduke does not mean just a beat, Duduke. That's what I meant. My heart beat like a drum. Stop calling my child. You know, but I get it. It's coming from a good place, so yes. I try not to react too much to that. But so when people call my daughter Duduke, which I don't like, that's not her name.
Right, because people, yeah, I can imagine.
I don't like, that's not her name. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't even mean something good. Now it's a blessing. Duduke does not mean just a beat, Duduke. That's what I meant. My heart beat like a drum. Stop calling my child. You know, but I get it. It's coming from a good place, so yes. I try not to react too much to that. But so when people call my daughter Duduke, which I don't like, that's not her name.
Right, because people, yeah, I can imagine.
I don't like, that's not her name. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't even mean something good. Now it's a blessing. Duduke does not mean just a beat, Duduke. That's what I meant. My heart beat like a drum. Stop calling my child. You know, but I get it. It's coming from a good place, so yes. I try not to react too much to that. But so when people call my daughter Duduke, which I don't like, that's not her name.
Wow, as you all heard from the horse's mouth, she said she don't like it. And yeah, I believe Nigerians, we have this mentality of giving child name based on what you had people calling. Maybe they give birth to someone's, maybe the person's name is Abigail or Rejoice or Ella or Elora. You just start calling them with short form. Like Elora, somebody will say Elo. How is that making sense? And maybe the parents don't like it. All right, let me allow my my co-presenter to just air her own opinion and tell us how she feel about this trend.
All right, thank you very much for having me today on the studio.
You're welcome.
The whole story is a bit funny because I don't know if she doesn't like her child to be called Duduke, then she should sing something that has meaning so that if people want to address her with that song that she sang, then it should give a meaning to what she's trying to. Because she just, not based on the story, she said she just following the beat because it's Duduke. That year, I remember Duduke ring like what?
Yeah,
everybody Duduke. If you're pregnant, you don't get belly, you go pull this for your belly, you go do Duduke. So what did she expect? At least she should be thankful that her song is trending, number one. Number two, and she should know that they just like the song. That's why they're calling her child. And she sang it when she was pregnant with the child. So definitely people will want to call her Duduke because not everybody will like know the real name of the child. So, okay, that Duduke baby, that time that you were carrying Duduke and you sang Duduke. So I feel it's nothing. She should feel is number one. She said it's not a bad thing, and it's not a bad thing, and it doesn't have any meaning. So I don't feel she should pick any offense when people call her child Duduke or anything. It's just trying to tell that this is the child of so singer that sang this song, and the song made name at that time. So Simi, calm down. Farabale, it's not that deep. It's not a bad thing, and secondly, it's actually how to, like, if you don't know something, like when you don't know a particular name, for you to address something so you can just know it easily, that's Duduke. So when I want to say, okay, I don't know your child, okay, Duduke, the Duduke you. So I think that's my own opinion on that. I feel it's not something, unless you have something to tell us about the Duduke. Since she said he has no meaning, and so all of that, yes.
Wow. All right, viewers, you just heard from my co-presenter who just said she should not, she should take everything easy because she's not supposed to just relax and say people should not call her daughter. Yeah, it's a normal thing for people to do that. Everybody has the name you have. Imagine someone frying akara. Now I say, Mommy Joy with the fry akara. Okay, now Joy girl, her mother is frying akara. You know, rich people, there's how they don't like this. And if they don't like it, yes, they go live and say, yes, we don't like this. Like, one man now, your mother is still selling firewood. That girl that her mother is selling firewood.
They will say a firewood daughter. You guys, Nigerians, they have a way of just cutting, just to remember something if you don't know something. So I feel there's nothing to actually be mad about. Yes. So.
Wow, that's really nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just as you heard from my co-presenter, if you have your own opinion, you can call the number displayed on our screen. You can also send in SMS, or you can go to our Facebook page and make comment at Some TV, and on our YouTube at Some TV Live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what our netizens are saying about this Duduke trend. At Daily G said, I remember when that song came out. My neighbor wife they let us hear word for compa every Duduke every day for Bele never reach 6 months. Yeah, I know that time people love the song. The song is a song to live to remember. Though she sang it for her baby girl, and she just said she don't mean anything bad to it. It's not something. It's not a bad word, but that name should not be given to. Which one? Okay, even if it's you sang a song to your daughter. Then they will just start calling your daughter's name, the song. You won't like it because that's just a song.
She should be happy that
she's
people are addressing.
Because she believes that there's no meaning. And most people don't go. Some go, meaning is very important in song. And then the beat, just as she said, she was just inspired by the beat. And then she felt, she's singing. And she was pregnant. She have to just go live and be able to sing, so she had to sing for her baby girl. All right, viewers, that's what Daily just said. At Flack O said, now Nigerians might start calling her that for I didn't know she's being called that until now. What true? Nigerians don't call the baby Simi's baby or Simi's daughter, because a lot of people don't know her real name, and it's a normal thing for that to happen. Jerry said, Now then go call lam to do care more. Nanja one to get you. I said, but true. The moment you open, before people don't even know that.
You should have just allowed this slide. Like people are calling Duduke. Oh yeah, now they should continue. But you coming to and it's trending, so we'll talk about it. I mean, I don't even know since now I will say that Duduke daughter.
Now you have gotten something to say about it, and it's not supposed to be that way. Okay, it is a judgment. Let's be cautious. Some people say, I don't like when my daughter is being called. Please just respect yourself. It's not that the person don't like it, okay? Yes, the person is okay, but don't just call that person that name since the person insists that he doesn't like it. It's a normal thing to respect yourself, and you'll be respected. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving to our next trend for the day. Man weeps as he forced to read warning sign after defecating in forest. This one is funny. Because today, I wonder what made me to laugh throughout today is a video I saw online. Like this man, you saw a notice. Normally, Nigerian people, we don't listen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive to the story and get to know what really happened to this man. A man broke down in tears after being publicized, humiliated by alleged forestry officer for reportedly defecating and smoking in an Achimota forest reserve. The incident was captured in a video shared on social media platform X, formerly Twitter, by a user at Edie. The footage showed the man being forced to squat in front of warning signposts and read its content aloud while being flogged by the officer to do it properly as he pleaded for mercy. Who sent you, Mr. Man? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch this video of this man pleading for mercy for doing what is not supposed to be done.
Division. Achimota Forest Reserve. No entry without permit. No defecation. No dumping of refuse. Video ni bi.
Sheboard no so sheboard no so. We short. O we be no akate ono ano. Na ko viral. Sheboard so mema sha.
Me se mpese woni mbebam.
Eh. Tie. O we no dumping of refuse na ye no akate. Okate kwa menhwa. Ye be so woni mbebam. On starting with no entry with permit.
Forest Service Division. Achimota Forest Reserve. No entry without permit. No defecation. Na so chairman akone.
What's that shit?
No refuse. Na so chairman akofo bibi wo.
Mashe. Washi wo biem. No reference no biem. My friend go. Hey, go down.
Another one. Achimota Forest Reserve. No entry without permit. No defecation. No dumping of refuse. No dumping of refuse.
Wow. You know, Nigerians are very stubborn. At some point, even if it's back of your house, you ask someone, please, you place a signboard, do not defecate here, do not urinate here, do not do not dump refuse here. You would definitely see somebody, your neighbor, that will come and be stubborn. Well, let me allow my guests here with me today in the studio to hear our own opinion on this trend.
Okay, firstly, I'll start by saying I'm not going to blame the guy because, you know, when you're pressed, definitely when you're pressed, there's this anxiety or there's this push that will make you do what you don't even want to do or you're not planning on doing that thing. Because how much that, you know, shit there, they say that's the sweetest thing. If they worry you, make you just do it. Anything will happen, may happen. As far as say you don't come out that way, your belly, you don't sup like that. Because hey God, I beg. I don't know if you're oppressed, you feel uncomfortable. You just feel like everything in this world is just against you. But well, at least the man, okay, we are going to say the other side and the other side. You saw a farm of somebody and you saw a notice there. You should have at least looked for somewhere that there's no even notice. You get? So you can go there and go and do what you want to do and go. But punishing the man like that, I feel the person should be human and should understand the fact that everybody uses the toilet.
The man just broke a rule, like serious rule.
Yeah, he broke the rule, but at least they should consider the fact that he's human and he's pressed. And when you're pressed, all of us, we are human beings, we know how those things be. When you're pressed, definitely you're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel embarrassed if you don't push out what is in your stomach and all of that. So please, I know what he did was wrong, but also you should also consider the fact that it's not easy at all to hold that kind of thing. Okay,
it's double offense, you know. He's not just defecating there. He was doing that and at the same time smoking. And clearly written on the signboard there, no defecating, no smoking, no dumping of refuse. And
he was just doing the whole mix up and all of
he's
that.
in combined service, like he's in 2 services at a time. So what will you say? What will you do?
Yeah, actually, I don't know, but the defecating part should be at least pardoned. I think if they are actually punishing him, then they should be punishing him for the smoking act and dumping of refuse there. But the part that they should at least minimize temper justice with mercy at least, because we know we're all humans and things like that happen at times and it's actually so embarrassing. So this one that they just cut himself, they're asking if they are punishing him is more embarrassing and it's actually funny. So please.
And Nigerians are fond of doing that. It's not just like, I don't know, this mentality of when they say don't do something. That's when you see someone proving, I want to do it because I just have to do that thing. Because yes, this as he said that they should not do it. And you will be like, some Nigerians will be, yeah, that is why they put law. Laws are meant to be broken. So we have to break the law. If we don't break the law, that means there's no law. And it's not worthy. It's not worth doing. It's not worth at all. And
that's just the truth. When it comes, it will just come out of your body like that. You feel, you don't even. So just look for a nearby something. When you're done, is there a way you can pack it, or is there a way you can just just cover it with something and just everything? At least that thing used to help germinate plants wherever you plant. And
really,
yeah.
Wow, so you're trying to tell me if I farm bees, that someone should go and defecate on it, my bees will grow.
Yeah, just you see, like animals, this thing used to actually help in building. It's just like turkey, they call it in Hausa, like
fertilizer.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it will fertilize the whole farm and make your foods healthy and big.
Well, I feel that forest is actually for government, not a personal. It's a government-owned property. Because I believe almost all the lands are empty. Government would say it's their property. So why will you go and use government property and at the same time you're breaking double laws? How do you mean you're only defecating? They'll be like, yes, you're just doing that. Yeah, maybe you're pressed. They'll understand that level and stage. At the same time, you're smoking, disturbing the security guard over there. So definitely they will have to suspect that something fishy is happening around there. That means this is not the first time you have been coming here. This is not the second time. So today your cup has been filled up and then we just have to deal with you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this was Trending on Some TV, the Pulse of the Nation. And we're actually discussing what is happening today on social media. And yes, it's a society. Yes, it's our society because it happens before someone will capture it and take it to the social media. And a lot of things are happening. It can happen to anybody. It's just not. So let's just be careful and be mindful of how we do things, okay? All right, this is what our comment section is saying here. At Ifi Balin said, it looks funny until you find yourself in that position.
Yeah,
it's really a bit funny and not funny because that guy is really going through pains right now. Like, you even regret, what made me to, why didn't I just hold it and go home? It's not something to do. At Abochia said, how do some people get joy in treating others badly? Wow. Yeah, that's really sad. He faulted, arrest him and give him a fine. if possible. Wow, that's really
Yeah,
people
because
would not
a
like to pay.
grown ass man like this, it's actually embarrassing. And posting it on social media is people are going to see it,
Wow.
and it's going to be more embarrassing. So I don't know.
Wow. All right. At Perfume Bay said Forestry Commission is doing well. They arrested 2 guys in front of my shop yesterday morning too. Wow. That means those people handling forestry are really doing well. It's a good thing, yeah. That's a forest, and yeah, even if there is no owner, the government is in charge of it. That is their property. So just stay off. Anytime you see, that is why it's good to read all these billboards. Anything you see, as far as it's readable, if you can read it. It will help you. It's passing an information, it's giving message, it's communicating. Because if you don't read, you will not know. Like this guy, he didn't read. I'm very sure he don't even know. He didn't notice the signboard. Maybe he felt, maybe it's all these people that will just post something and leave it there, or they are trying to advertise something. Even if it's advertisement, just take a look at it. Just glance at it for once. You definitely know whether it is or not, because this thing is not just proper, and we don't know what to say. But it is well with our brother. He deserved the punishment, yet he don't deserve it. So we don't know how and what to do about it. So let's just... All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving to our last but not the least trend for today. You know, this one is really something else. I don't know what's really happening. Yeah, we know what we're coming. It's an end time, and we're coming to a lot of things happening, be it in church, be it in mosques, be it in whatsoever God you believe in. But this is really touching. This really happens in a church. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to know what really happened in the story. Man storms pastor's office with police after mistakenly transferring 1 million naira to church account. It was a mistake. You don't mean to transfer that money. You really don't mean it. A dramatic scene unfolded recently as a Nigerian man stormed a pastor's office with police officers to demand a refund after mistakenly transferring 1 million instead of 100,000 naira. The incident was shared in a viral video post on social media platform X, formerly Twitter, by user @Chukwe. According to the reports, the man had intended to donate 100,000 to the church but accidentally sent 1 million naira to the church. Wow. Upon realizing the costly error, he contacted the pastor to request a refund of the excess of 900,000 naira. However, the clergyman allegedly refused to return the money, declaring it a spiritual matter. I don't know what to say about this, but you know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch this video and see what really happened. Okay. All right, let me allow my guest here to tell us what really happened before the video will be played to us. What do you have to say about this pastor and what the pastor did? Is he supposed to do that thing? All right, someone has already promised to donate 100,000 naira and mistakenly donate 1 million. He called the pastor personally. All right, sorry, I made a mistake. Can you refund 900,000 and hold the 100,000 I've promised? The pastor refused.
Okay.
So what do you have to say about this?
You know, these modern days pastors and church, they're just out there for the money and all of that. But firstly, what I want to say is that it just happens. It happens like this. You see, you find yourself transferring money, but this one that pastors will say, I will not refund. Why? It's my money, and this is the promise I made. If not me, I'll go call the police.
All right, we have a first caller. Let's see what this person have to say about this. Hello, good evening. Okay. You can just as well text or call back because the network is a bit poor.
Okay, like I was saying, well, to me, I will definitely call the police on the pastor because number one, my faith will just die in that church. Pata, pata. I will collect my money. See, in fact, I will collect everything. That 100K where I say I want to give them, I'm not going to give them again.
No, you're
since the thing is just like that, they're making it look like because yes, the force is I'm entitled. No, even God said 1 out of 10. You get, so why will you collect everything out of everything? Do you get? So please, let's know when we're preaching this God stuff and when we want to come out, let's know, as in, let's not show this material things. Please, let's take it off our mind. Pastor, just kokuma refund the person, please. Now that you just said, I promise to give you, and I mistakenly, things happen like that.
Yeah,
there are some people I know of a Dominican church that they will say, like a member will come out and say, this is what I want to give.
You need.
And he will transfer it. Later, he will go back and be broke. And come back and say, please, is there a way we can share the thing into two?
All right, we'll have a first caller here. Hello, good evening.
And you will transfer it. Later, you go back and be broke.
Hello. Please, can you turn down the volume of your TV before calling in? Please, viewers, if you're trying to call, there's no way we can hear you and at the same time you hear yourself on the TV. So please just turn down the volume of your television before calling in for your own opinion. All right, my guest, you're saying something.
Yeah, like I was saying, you see, know of a church that they will come, they will say, this is what I want, this is the amount I'm giving. And when they get broke, they'll come back, please, is there a way we can reshuffle this? And I will take half and you will take half. If you get.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Tony. I'm calling you from Kuje.
Okay, Tony from Kuje. What do you have to say about this trend happening right now?
Honestly, that pastor is a thief. They have to arrest him.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to arrest him. That's my only comment.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Kuje. All right. Wow,
you see, exactly. They have to arrest him, but because number one, this is fraud.
Even
number
if it's side safe, at least.
And it's a mistake. Do you get? So you should refund him his money. I don't see any reason for you holding it because what do you want to use it? See, even if you use that money, it will not even be a blessing to you because that person is not even giving you with one mind. You can, had it been he's giving it, okay, I've given you with one mind and I've come back to say I don't want to give it. That's where you can say you want to hold somebody's money. But this one is a mistake. I said I want to give you this so amount and I mistakenly said, you see, that's how we lose trust with people.
And that's why members even leave churches.
So
because they believe that once they're in that church, somebody will just tell them, bring money. And if you mistakenly say 100 million, they will refund your money back.
Exactly.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Mrs. Ben. I'm calling you from Ondo State.
Okay, Mrs. Ben. What do you have to say about this trend happening right now?
The pastor is not a pastor. He's not a real man of God.
Wow.
Because if he's a real man of God, he cannot do such. Some of them, that's the people that are spoiling Christian Church of God today. This is the one of those that are spoiling men of God, the real men of God today. Look at, it's a shameful thing. It's a shameful thing, honestly. It's a shameful thing. It's supposed to return the money. Return the money. If some of them are there for business. Look at what is happening. God will show us mercy. It's annoying.
Yes, ma'am.
It's annoying, honestly.
Wow. Thank you so much, ma, for calling. Wow. Yeah, it's so much annoying. Like,
it's a shameful thing to, I don't know. It's actually shameful and okay.
Wow. That's not supposed to be. And you know what we are doing right now? people should just be careful. That is even what's making members leave church. Because some churches you go, somebody will tell you, you have to donate 200,000 each. Compulsory.
For what I don't
maybe
know.
someone is there struggling to survive, living from hand to mouth. You have to leave that church. Be like, this church say I will be giving money, and this one, okay, someone accidentally sent you the wrong amount of money. You as the pastor that received the alert, because I believe most pastors.
The pastor don't already show himself now.
Yes, he showed that he's after the money.
I just opened this shop for money matter. Do you get? Because that's clearly what he's trying to tell us here.
Yeah. And people will run away from that church.
Exactly.
Because what the church is to bring people to Christ. But they are chasing people away from Christ, and they are making people believe church is fake. Some of the real man of God, just like a caller in just called in now, she said, they make some of the men of God look fake, and they are real. They meant business, and some of them are just doing this for business. Yes, somebody will open church, bring offering, make sure you pay your tithe. It's very important. Pay your tithe. You'll be emphasizing on a normal basis. Every believer knows that he is supposed to give tithe at the end of each month, because he received a salary, and he will definitely have a way of thanking God by giving 1/10 of the salary he has obtained from maybe work or office or any other thing he's doing, be it business or whatsoever that person is doing. But this one you will force someone to do, and this man accidentally do it. He don't mean it. Yeah, I remember when I was in Jos, my auntie, in her shop, a man bought something. He was supposed to transfer 150,000. He mistakenly transferred 2 million naira to her that night. You don't know what to do about it. Hello, good evening. Hello. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Evening, sorry. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm from Plateau State.
Okay. What's your name, sir, please?
I just tune on the... Hello, I'm hearing you.
Yes, sir. So what's your name?
I'm calling you from Plateau State.
All right, sir. What do you have to say about this trend?
I just tuned into your station. I saw your discussion, but I don't know what is the topic.
Okay.
But I had this woman from Ondo.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So can you help me and ask and tell me the question again?
All right. The thing is, a man of God, that's a pastor.
Yeah.
A member of his church promised 100,000 naira, and then he mistakenly transferred 1 million instead of 100,000 naira.
Yes.
So he called the pastor to tell him, please, can you refund 900 and hold the 100,000 I promised? The pastor refused to refund the 900,000 naira. So he had to involve the police in this case. So what do you have to say about this man of God?
Okay. Seriously, you know, this nowadays, pastors, men of God, many are out for their stomach.
Yeah.
Very unfortunately, it's to say that since that person is his member, mistakenly he transferred 1 million.
Yeah.
And he went to the pastor and asked him that, oh, man of God, this is what happened. I wanted to transfer 100,000, but I will transfer 1 million. Can you refund the 900,000 for me?
Yes.
There's not any problem there now. But the problem is, since many men of God are out for money, are out for their stomach, are out for material things, this is what will continue to be seen and spoiling the gospel.
Yes.
Because we are the people that we are preaching the gospel, the salvation, but very unfortunately, we said we are preaching a salvation, going to heaven, but mistakenly your member, he transferred
money
more than what he wants, and he asked you to refund it back. You refuse to refund it back. It's very, very bad.
Very.
is very, very bad.
Wow.
Seriously speaking, I'm a pastor. As I'm talking to you, I'm a pastor.
Wow.
But what is happening in this in this our 21st century is quite alarming. It's quite alarming.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful comment.
So thank you very much, ma. That's my own contribution, please.
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful
we need our people. They need more orientation. So one person will own a church. So you because of maybe one miracle thing that he did, you just run.
Sure.
So very unfortunately, you see, people are after miracle, so they want to be running from one ministry to another for a miracle. That is where we are failing.
Wow.
All that we are running for is to go to heaven.
Yeah.
But people are, I don't know what they want to reach to heaven immediately. They leave their modern church. Maybe if you look at that person, he left his modern church. But today, quite unfortunate, as he went to the town, he went and joined ministry.
Wow.
But in the village, he grew up from his Sunday school in his modern church. They grew him up. They teach him. They know everything about Bible. Tomorrow, after he went to the town. At the end of the day, he changed the church. That is a modern church. That is village church is more a church. So these things are getting out of hand.
Wow, that's wonderful.
So that's my contribution, please.
Thank you so much, sir, for that.
Our people should be very, very careful.
Thank you so much, sir, for that.
God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir, for calling.
I like this program, seriously.
Thank you, sir, for calling in.
Thank you very much.
Watching Some TV, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, I'm Bishop.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, Mr.
You're welcome.
Wow. All right, viewers, you just heard from this wonderful man of God. He just said what is in his mind, and some of the members, yes, they go in for the money. Some just decide to just go because they need fast miracle. That is what even lead to all of these fake churches. Because someone would just lie to you that, hey, I received miracle from this one. Man of God gave me husband. And you will go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. I'm calling from Jos Plateau State.
Okay, what's your name, ma'am?
My name is Gloria.
All right, Miss Gloria from Jos. What do you have to say about this trend?
Like the last man of God, the minister said, they are the kind of people that rubbish other pastors, other men of God. In fact, the truth of it, he has to go back to theological school of knowledge.
Wow.
Because he doesn't understand his office, he doesn't know the importance of his office, he doesn't even know what he's doing there.
Yes, ma'am.
They are the kind of the people that scatter the flock, the sheep, that drive away members. Because of quest for money, materialistic things. So what I have to say is, we should reform back the money, because one, already he has bent his image, he has brought out dirty linen, he has exposed himself, he has proved to the whole world, because everybody is watching, that indeed he has no calling, he just there to make the money.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's our point of view. You should go back to the seminary or should go back to the circular wall and look for a job to do and leave that seat.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that wonderful comment out there.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Richard.
All right, Mr. Richard. Where are you calling from?
Abuja, calling for you from Abuja.
All right, Mr. Richard from Abuja. What do you have to say about this comment, about this trend?
Hello?
Hello, yes, sir. What do you have to say about this trend right now?
Yeah, I'm calling you from Abuja.
Okay. What do you have to say about this story right now,
I
sir?
have heard what you are discussing as well. I think you should realize that. You should realize that some of those people are not pastors. You know, now herbalists are upgraded too.
Nice. True talk, sir.
Herbalists have upgraded to, so most of them are not pastors. They are herbalists.
Wow.
They are herbalists.
Huge comments there.
So there is no reason why I made a promise of 100,000. Mistakenly, I send you 1 million. And you say you cannot refund me 900,000. Realize that such a man is not a pastor. He's an herbalist. They've upgraded. So people should be careful and also be aware of where they go to worship. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank
because,
you. Because
you may make a mistake believing that you are attending a church, not knowing that you are actually in the shrine.
Wow.
So that is just what I can say. Because the man has no rights. I promise you 100,000 and mistakenly send you a million naira. I mean, there's no big deal there.
Yes, sir.
Than to say, come, you made a mistake. We refund back my money. You should be glad enough to fund, in as much as I'm a member of the church. But because they are here for extortion, looting, embezzlement, the interests of the members are not being taken to cognizance. So that is not what is happening. I felt pity for him.
Yeah.
I believe that maybe something should be done.
Yes, sir.
For him to recover his money back.
Yes, sir. At least the police are involved, so definitely that money has to come out.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
So I expected that the pastor should be, because I realized in what I've just had you discuss the come. He said it's a spiritual thing. What is spiritual about it? He's a herbalist.
Yes.
He's not a pastor.
Yes.
He has upgraded from the shrine to acquiring a suit to we and claim to be a pastor. He's not one. Thank you so very much. I have a productive day.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for calling in.
You're
Wow. That's a wonderful comment out there, viewers. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you so much for airing out your own opinion, and other viewers out there that were not able to call, but you're watching us live right now. We know that, yes, these things, they are upgraded herbalists, just as this last caller just said. Yeah, they are upgraded herbalists. All these Babalawo, they don't upgrade now. They have upgraded to levels. Some of them are, even the car you can't afford to buy, one of them is buying. So yes, let's be mindful and be careful of how we do things. Sorry to draw the curtains, but we've come to the end of today's edition and episode of What's Trending on Some TV. But you know, I'll have to appreciate my co-presenter here in the house today. Thank you so much for having you, capacity lady in the building. You look so good today.
Thank you very much.
I love your smile and all that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I won't forget also to appreciate my producer and president of Emmanuel James Atta. Thank you so much, Mr. Producer, for doing a wonderful job out there. And the man behind the camera, you know, we can't leave you out. You're doing a wonderful job also. Mr. Moses, thank you so much for doing a wonderful job out there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Keep watching. We're always on your screen around 5 p.m. every day from Mondays to Friday, 24 hours. We're live every day, 5 p.m. So you can also join the train early so that you can partake in the trend that we always bring to you guys. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. I still remain your anchor for this wonderful program, Teresa Yubaduse, a.k.a. Tessie Stone. Do have a wonderful evening.